On part 2 of this conversation on libido, we're going to focus on cleaner blood. Part 1 addressed inflammation, part 2 cleaner blood. Now, we're not talking about taking products that are going to clean our blood because we already have organs that clean our blood. But we are talking about making sure that these organs are getting what they need to be able to successfully clean our blood. When our blood is not clean, that's the circulatory system, you will not have the circulation you need to achieve an orgasm. And don't tell me you don't need orgasms, because if that is your way of thinking, then that's probably one of the reasons why you're not enjoying sex. See, once you have orgasms, then you want to come back again and again to have another one and to enjoy the intimacy because you are actually achieving an orgasm as well. But when you are all about just having your husband reach it and it's all just about him, you don't want to keep coming back and back again and again for that, because why would you? There's no pleasure for you. Yes, there's the pleasure of having him have pleasure, but you have to be involved as well in terms of having pleasure. And so in order to achieve orgasms, one of the things we need as women is good circulation. So our blood must be clean. And in this Improve Your Health program, in the first month, that is one of the things that'll happen. It is called the month to balance, because when your circulatory system is working too much, other organs are sluggish. Or if your circulatory system isn't working too much, other organs are working too much. Either way, there is an imbalance. And as long as there is an imbalance, your circulatory system, your bloodstream is not what it's supposed to be. You don't want too much of the wrong thing traveling in the bloodstream. For example, when you don't eat well and you have your pancreas shooting out more insulin than necessary, and there is more blood sugar from the incorrect foods you're eating, an increase in glucose in your bloodstream, well, those two together staying in the bloodstream is not a good thing. And a lot of the times they stay in the bloodstream because your cells aren't letting them in. Their job is to travel in the blood and get to the cells. The insulin gets there first, opens the door and comes in, and then the glucose comes in. But when those are in excess in the bloodstream, it creates inflammation and the cells become inflamed, and they become resistant to the insulin. They don't let it in. And if it doesn't go in, the glucose also stays in the bloodstream. And now you've created something that increases the inflammation in your body. And what we learned in video 1, in part 1 of our libido topic, was that inflammation is not our friend. So we want to have clean blood. We also don't want bacteria and viruses in the bloodstream, because all that creates organs, systems that aren't working like they should. Now, that's why in the 4-month program, the time comes when you're drinking or taking Enzymes on an empty stomach, because it'll give your body what it needs to help the blood remain cleaner. Also, there will be a time in the 4-month program when you take these products with food, and now you're giving the body enzymes. And the reason enzymes are important is because, well, you probably know why. You just maybe haven't made the connection with libido and enzymes. You've heard it say that you must eat bananas, and maybe with certain frequency, one a day, so that you have more libido desire. And you know why that is? You know why they say that? Because it is true. It does work in your favor. Because bananas have an enzyme that's called bromelain. And that is an enzyme that helps increase testosterone. It gives you one of the hormones that you need in order to have increased sexual desire. So you get that here in Enzymes. And therefore, now there's more reasons why it's important to have that product in your 4-month program. Also, enzymes will help in all other body functions that you need, especially your glandular system. And that's the system that focuses on taking you where you need to be to have increased sexual desire, increased libido. And so you're beginning to see, as we move along in our topics of conversation, why this 4-month program is so important and why the products in each of those months are so important in everything that has to do with libido. Next time, part 3, we'll talk about why probiotics are so important.